Sup peeps, early Fuga Tech, and 2026 just barely started. We already have two newest smartphone launches here in the Philippines. Meet the Honor X9d 5G and the POCO M8 5G. On one side, we have the Honor signature style of offering extra durable build. On the other, we have POCO's familiar approach balancing performance, looks, and software features. But aside from those main selling points, how do these phones fare against each other? Let's find out in this comparison review. Let's start with the design and durability, and as expected, this is where the Honor X9d really shines. Honor pushes the X9d to the limits with IP66, 68, 69, and 69K rating. Drop resistance is rated up to 2.5 meters, which far superior than most competitors in this price range. The POCO M8, on the other hand, focuses on style and lightweight design. At 7.35mm thin and 178 grams, it's one of the slimmest in its class. The curved 3D back with a two-tone matte finish looks premium and repels fingerprints decently. That said, we actually did a bunch of durability tests on the X9d where it survived drops and water splashes without issue. Although the POCO M8 is light and easy to hold, in terms of raw toughness, Honor takes the lead as it can withstand real-life accidents and rough conditions. Therefore, the X9d secures a point this round. Turning over to front, both delivers decent screens and multimedia experiences, though in slightly different ways. The Honor X9d comes with a 6.79-inch AMOLED panel, Full HD Plus resolution, and a 120Hz refresh rate. The flat display avoids accidental touches and glare, while the thin bezels of a mere 1.3mm all-around make it feel immersive and modern. Meanwhile, the POCO M8 features a tad bit smaller of 6.77-inch curved AMOLED screen with the same 120Hz refresh rate. For some, the subtle curve at the edges adds a premium feel, and it's not that obtrusive, plus it adds more comfort in hand. The audio performance for Rode is solid too, but we find the POCO speakers feel slightly thinner as compared to Honor's fuller sound. For biometric security, both comes with face unlock and an under-display fingerprint sensor, which are fast and reliable. In short, both phones do offer impressive multimedia experiences, although Honor has a slight edge in audio quality, and I actually prefer a screen with flat edge design. POCO still impresses with its vibrant visuals and more comfortable grip. So for that, both get a tie in this round. Now onto cameras. The Honor X9d carries a dual rear setup with a 108MP main camera with OIS and a 5MP ultra-wide lens, while the front has a 16MP shooter. For the POCO M8, it has a 50MP main sensor and a 2MP depth sensor with a 20MP front camera. In real-world use, the main camera of the X9d produces sharp, detailed shots with good color accuracy and decent dynamic range, while the M8 daylight shots are bright and colorful, though some images can appear a bit soft, especially in close-ups. Low-light performance is acceptable for both, but as you'd expect, noise is noticeable in darker scenes. Portrait mode for both are almost close to each other as they both do a decent job separating the subject from the background.
This is a comparison video for the Honor X9d 5G and the POCO M8 5G, shooting both at 4K at 30 frames per second. So here. Okay, one more time. If I could fix the cards, there we go. Again. Okay, here are for your colors and details. Okay. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. This is a comparison video for the Honor X9d 5G and the POCO M8 5G, shooting both at 4K at 30 frames per second. So here. Okay, one more time. If I could fix the cards, there we go. Again. Okay, here are for your colors and details. Okay. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below.
Both phones can sometimes oversmooth skin tones, however. Selfies are clear and natural in color for both devices, but the M8's texture details come out a bit soft, while the X9d struggles slightly in low-light situations. As for video capture, the X9d can go up to 4K at 60 frames per second on the rear camera and 1080p at 30 frames per second on the front, while the M8 only supports 4K recording at 30 frames per second on the rear camera and 1080p at 30 frames per second on the front. Besides that, the Honor X9d comes with OIS. You won't find any OIS with the M8, M8, but it does have the electronic stabilization, which is fairly basic. The X9D's OIS isn't perfect though. Even with it turned on, you'll still see some shake if you're walking slowly or just panning the camera. Both phones includes a few AI tools like AI Erase and Beautify, which can help clean up unwanted objects or enhance photos without needing third-party apps. Overall, both phones are capable for everyday photography and video. The X9D has a slight advantage in clarity and details, so it takes a bit of the edge here in this round. Looking at performance, the X9D takes a small lead in raw power. Its Snapdragon 6 Gen 4 chipset is slightly faster than the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 on the M8. In daily use, the phone is smooth and responsive. Apps launch quickly, multitasking is easy, and navigating through menus feels fluid. Gaming performance is solid for mid-tier titles, while graphic-intensive games may struggle to maintain smooth frame rates above 30 FPS. As for thermals, though, the X9D stayed relatively cooler and it didn't overheat during our testing. The POCO M8 did warm up, particularly on the camera island when playing demanding titles. You can see our benchmark results here. Overall, in terms of raw performance, the two devices are closely matched, ending this round with a tie. Software-wise, the POCO M8 has a clear edge, at least in terms of software support. It runs on HyperOS 2 on Android 15, bringing a smooth and intuitive experience with plenty of customization options. Features like AI Erase, AI Beautify, and Google Gemini. It's also reassuring to know that POCO promises 4 years of OS and security updates, which adds confidence for long-term use. The Honor X9D, on the other hand, runs on Magic OS 9 based on Android 15. It's clean, functional, and comes with a suite of AI tools like AI Translate, AI Writing, and AI Edit, all compiled in the Gallery and System app. While they are very useful, POCO offers a more refined software experience, and on top of that, Honor has yet to announce a clear update policy for the X9D. Despite the fact multitasking is pretty smooth, split and floating windows features are handy, and the overall system is responsive. So in this round, I'm giving the point over to POCO. Talking about the battery life, this is where things get more interesting for the X9D. It packs with a huge 8,300 mAh silicon carbon battery paired with 66 watts of wired charging. In our usage, which includes streaming video, social media scrolling, and casual gaming, it comfortably lasted over 2 days on a single charge. Despite the big capacity, charging it to full doesn't take too long, with just a little over an hour to get it from 0 to 100%. The POCO M8 takes a slightly different approach with a 5,520 mAh battery with 45 watts fast charging. Despite the smaller capacity, it still provides a full day of use with ease and can top off quickly when needed. Unfortunately, both phones still doesn't support bypass charging. Both phones cover essential connectivity features including 5G, NFC, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and an IR blaster for the POCO. Neither has eSIM support though. So with both phones being able to battery life and connectivity you can rely on for everyday use, I'll give it another tie here too. To wrap this up, both the Honor X9D and POCO M8 bring strong points to the table. The Honor X9D stands out for its durability, massive battery, and flat, scratch-resistant display. It's ideal for users who want long-lasting performance and durability without worrying about drops or spills. Its durable build alone definitely gets the win in this comparison. The POCO M8, on the other hand, shines in software experience, offering a smooth feature-rich interface with multiple AI tools and a strong update policy. This on top of a nice curved display, an elegant design, and a decent powerful raw performance make another compelling options in its class. Ultimately, both phones are solid choices here. If you value durability and has slightly faster charging support, the Honor X9D has a clear edge. But if you care more about software polish, the POCO M8 will not disappoint. And as for its price, the POCO M8 5G starts at 12,999 pesos, while the Honor X9D has a starting price of 17,999 pesos. Choosing between them depends on your priorities, but either way, you're getting a reliable and well-rounded mid-range smartphone. And that's about it. How about you? What do you think of this comparison review? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find it useful and interesting, leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more tech-related content. Continue to visit yugatech.com and follow us on social media to get the latest tech news, events, and reviews. Again, this has been Earl, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!